Originally planning to study in the United States, a Mexican student found the tuition fees too expensive. Instead, they decided to study in China, as Chinese universities surprisingly offered completely free education for international students. Not only that, but they also provided monthly scholarships. A former international student in Guangzhou even revealed that the school arranged a female companion to help him quickly adapt to life in China. This ludicrous situation seems almost too good to be true. Could it be a scam? Of course not. This is the preferential treatment offered by the Chinese government to foreign students, while Chinese students who struggle through college and graduate unemployed do not share the same fortune. Recently, the issue of high-value scholarships for foreign students in China has once again come under public scrutiny. A video documents the experience of a Mexican student who came to China, giving up their plans to study in the United States due to the highly attractive preferential treatment offered by the Chinese universities. The video shows a Hong Kong University student visiting Xi'an Jiaotong University and meeting a foreign student from Mexico. The Mexican student said that they initially wanted to study in the United States, but the high tuition fees led them to choose China instead. The Hong Kong student is puzzled and asks, "Isn't it expensive to attend international schools?" The Mexican student's response left the Hong Kong student stunned.
不是都免费啊？
免费？你是免费读书？
对。
He says that his education at Xi'an Jiaotong University is entirely free, and they even receive a monthly allowance with a minimum of 500 renminbi per month, and some students receiving up to 5,000 renminbi.
If it's some like pocket money,
Yeah.
how much do you get?
It ranges between 500 and I've seen some students get like 5,000.
The Mexican student explains that it is straightforward to get into Xi'an Jiaotong University, only requiring a passing grade on the Chinese proficiency test level 4 and meeting the priority conditions for international students.
Yeah, basically you just tell them, oh, I got HSK 4
Yeah.
and I'm an international student.
Later, the two students visit the apartment-style dormitories provided by Xi'an Jiaotong University for international students. The video shows that while the single rooms are small, they are fully equipped with the necessary amenities. In contrast, Chinese university students usually share rooms with multiple people. This video has sparked public outcry, with a large number of netizens expressing their dissatisfaction on social media. Some said, "We strongly demand the cancellation of the preferential treatment for foreigners studying in China." Others sarcastically comment, "We still rely on foreign votes in the United Nations. How can we cancel it?" Every year, when the US and Europe criticize our country on democracy and human rights at the UN, a group of rogue supporters emerges. This is the real reason behind the enormous foreign aid. On April 6th, the WeChat public account Wei Guangnian published an article titled "Foreign Students at Xi'an Jiaotong University can receive up to 5,000 renminbi in monthly allowances, shocking Chinese citizens." The article expresses indignation. "This is not studying, it's like providing for an ancestor. This 5,000 renminbi is equivalent to a monthly salary of many workers in various cities. Others have to work hard for a month to earn just over 5,000 renminbi. Yet, students can earn more than 5,000 renminbi just by coming here to study, which is outrageous." It seems that this Mexican student has taken China as a big sucker, unable to go to the United States and coming to China for bargain hunting. I don't know what these schools are thinking to be so strongly supportive and welcoming to these foreign students. It would be strange if others didn't take them for fools. The article believes they take China's money, live in China's houses, and use China's resources. These resources could have been provided to domestic students, but they are occupied by foreigners. Offering such favorable conditions to others while being harsh on our own people is unacceptable. The article suggests these universities should quickly abandon their obsequiousness toward foreigners. This is a sign of disrespect for ourselves. No wonder foreigners look down on Chinese universities. When we seem to be begging others to attend, how can they hold these universities in high regard? This article questions, foreigners are now studying, working, and living in China. China not only provides them with job opportunities, but also offers such a generous study environment. This should be enough, but they are allowed to study for free. the benefits that Chinese people do not enjoy are taken away by a group of foreigners. Is this appropriate? According to the website of the International Education College of Xi'an Jiaotong University, the Xi'an municipal government has specifically set up the Belt and Road Scholarship for international students. The purpose of this scholarship program is to provide tuition discounts for foreign students. The categories of official scholarships include undergraduate students, master's students, doctoral students, and non-degree students studying for 1 year. Funding specifics include undergraduate students received 15,000 renminbi per year, master's students received 20,000 renminbi per year, doctoral students received 25,000 renminbi per year, non-degree students studying for more than 6 months receive 1,000 renminbi per month. In addition, Xi'an Jiaotong University waives tuition fees for master's and doctoral students who receive this scholarship. For undergraduate students, 100%, 50%, or 30% of tuition fees are waived. To apply for the scholarship, Xi'an Jiaotong University requires that foreign students must have citizenship from a Belt and Road country. Although the Mexican student mentioned in the video above is not from a Belt and Road country initiated by the Chinese government, according to a state media report in 2020, the Belt and Road Initiative continues to expand in Latin America. In the 5 countries of Mexico, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, and the Bahamas, which have not yet signed cooperation documents, the Belt and Road Initiative is also making substantial progress. According to the Study in China plan issued by the Chinese Ministry of Education in 2010, by 2020, the number of foreign students studying in mainland Chinese colleges, universities, and primary and secondary schools will reach 500,000 annually, with 150,000 of them receiving higher education, making China the largest study destination country in Asia. Of course, one of the conditions that is attracting international students to China is the generous scholarships provided by the government, which covers a wide range of fields. Due to the continuous increase in scholarship amounts, the number of foreign students coming to China has also grown year by year. On the official website of the Chinese Ministry of Education, there are at least 10 government scholarship programs available for foreign students to apply for. The scholarship funding covers, first, tuition fees, second, accommodation fees or some receive accommodation subsidies, third, living expenses, fourth, comprehensive medical insurance fees, fifth, international travel expenses. In July 2020, Chinese media Sina published an article titled How International Students in China Spend Their Scholarships, 82% on Travel and Luxury Consumption, which mentioned a paper by Professor Tu titled Optimizing the Management of Scholarship Programs for International Students in China, a case study of Mongolian students in Wuhan. The study focused on Mongolian students studying in 7 affiliated universities in Wuhan: Wuhan University, Huazhong University of Science and Technology, Huazhong Agricultural University, Central China Normal University, China University of Geosciences, Wuhan University of Technology, and Zhongnan University of Economics and Law. The results showed that 82% of the scholarships were used for luxury goods and travel, with only 18% used for learning and living-related expenses. In recent years, the Chinese Ministry of Education's special treatment of foreign students in China has sparked widespread dissatisfaction in the wider public as Beijing seeks to expand its international influence. Apart from privileges and full scholarships, including the ones offered by various universities, foreign students are also provided with study partners, a special arrangement in which the school provides foreign students with accompaniment of Chinese students of the opposite sex, which we also mentioned at the start of this video. In July 2019, strong criticism emerged after the scandal of Shandong University providing study partners for foreign students was exposed by the media. In fact, as early as 2004, New Weekly reported that the top management of Nanjing Normal University's School of Music has issued accompanying service orders to female students on campus, forcing 10 female students to suspend classes and accompany senior leaders in singing and dancing. According to whistleblowers, the Chinese Ministry of Education may have implemented the study partner program in universities even earlier. In contrast, Chinese university students not only lack such favorable treatment, but also face the dilemma of unemployment upon graduation, Even when they want to travel, they are reluctant to stay in hotels, choosing instead to huddle together for a night at a Haidilao hotpot restaurant. Although the sleep quality is poor, it's still better than sleeping on the streets. This phenomenon is particularly popular among young people, especially college students, who jokingly refer to this frugal travel behavior as special forces-style tourism. Why is it called special forces style? It's because these college students have limited funds, so they try to visit as many places as possible in a short amount of time, saving both time and travel expenses. This results in a tight schedule, heavy missions, and high efficiency, similar to the training methods of special forces, hence the name special forces-style tourism. Affected by the pandemic, many young people have been confined to their homes or schools during holidays or extended breaks over the past 3 years, making the recent desire for revenge tourism understandable. A senior student named Xiao Gao from Hebei told the Beijing Youth Daily that since they were closing to graduating, they decided to relax and unwind by taking a short trip with a friend. Inspired by the popular online challenge of traveling around Beijing for 200 yuan, the two followed online guides to check in at various attractions and then spend a night at a Haidilao restaurant. We saw those travel special forces online, and it seemed interesting, so we wanted to experience it before graduating, Xiao Gao said. After dining at Haidilao, the special forces travelers would either chat, nap at the table, or directly ask the staff if they could rest and sleep on the long sofa. However, spending the night at Haidilao is not as perfect as imagined. As the restaurant continues to operate, with customers dining nearby and music playing, many people are unable to sleep despite the dimmed lights. Some travel special forces members said that although they were physically and mentally exhausted, the environment made it difficult for them to fall asleep, and there were often long lines for the restrooms at Haidilao at night. It is deeply ironic that foreign students receive full tuition waivers and scholarships, while students from their own country can only afford to spend the night in a restaurant while traveling. The official media frequently calls on young people to resist America and Japan, yet they secretly play a double role, treating naive students as expendable pawns. Those who saw the reality early on have taken action, voting with their feet and leaving their homeland rather than engaging in empty talk.